Moonlighter 2 The Endless Vault combines dungeon crawling with shopkeeping, just like the original. The difference? Everything is now 3D, smoother and more confident, making it the perfect way to dive back into Tresna. Fans of the first Moonlighter will remember it as a cosy little gem where you'd fight monsters at night and play fantasy Little Manager during the day. Now, the sequel's here in early access and it feels like catching up with an old friend who's used time away to get a better haircut and finally sort out their life. Honestly, it's off to a very strong start. Moonlighter 2 is still very much Moonlighter. Same loop, same vibe. But it all feels like it has more confidence now. The art has shifted into this warm storybook style 3D look. Combat feels weightier without becoming a stress simulator, and the town of Tresna is packed with familiar faces who greet you like you've popped back after a few years abroad. You don't need to have played the first game, but if you did, you'll spot little references everywhere, little Easter eggs for the fandom. Most importantly, everything just runs smoother. The onboarding doesn't feel like you're being shoved into the deep end with bricks tied to your ankles, shopkeeping is clearer, exploration is cleaner. It's the same recipe, but with fewer lumps. The dungeon runs are where the game really locks in. You pick your weapon setup, hop into a room full of monsters, and start collecting relics that shape your build. And then there's the backpack. Moonlighter's iconic inventory puzzle is back, only this time it feels like Tetris meets the Antiques Roadshow. Some relics protect others, some burn their neighbours, some only become valuable if you sacrifice other bits of loot. You'll open your bag just for a second, and suddenly spend 2 minutes trying to decide whether it's worth keeping a vase that might explode if you put it next to the wrong item. Combat itself is simple but satisfying. One enemy is fine. A whole room of them becomes this little dance, where you're trying not to be smacked, stabbed, or gently nudged into oblivion by a flying creature that apparently has nothing better to do. Every time you clear a room, the game whispers that familiar temptation. Do you stay for better loot, or do you leave now before the universe decides you've had enough fun? Fans of Hades or Slay the Spire will know that feeling deep in their soul, except here the loot matters because you need it for your shop and town upgrades. So you're not just running a dungeon, you're essentially doing the fantasy equivalent of a stressful IKEA trip, and then bringing everything back to sell to your neighbours. Back in town, the selling starts, and thankfully it's not just menu surfing. Items have an ideal price point, customers react to your prices, some give tips, and you can upgrade the shop to make it more efficient. It's not busy work, it's more like running a small business with fewer spreadsheets and more people wandering in to buy cursed artifacts. Even in early access, there's a lot to get stuck into. Upgrades, builds, town expansion, chasing relic combos, enough to keep you playing without hitting the moment of, so is that it? There is one big issue right now, and it's the pacing after the intro. The tutorial is great, but once the game opens up, it throws currencies, systems, upgrades and objectives at you, like it's trying to speedrun the idea of confusing you. Nothing is broken, nothing is badly designed. It just needs clear signposting. Right now, it feels like you've walked into a room and forgot why you entered, even though the game swears that it told you. But that's the kind of thing early access is built to fix. We have to talk about the soundtrack. Christopher Larkin, the composer behind Hollow Knight and Silksong, is back, and he's clearly incapable of writing anything that isn't emotionally devastating in the best way. Town themes are warm, dungeons have this gentle dread. It all feels like it belongs in a game 10 times the size. Overall, Moonlighter 2 is already in great shape. It keeps the charm of the original, builds on everything that worked, and moves into a calmer, more atmospheric 3D world. It's not trying to be Hades, it's more of a sit with a cup of tea roguelike. The type of game you can easily lose an evening to without even realising it. With a strong foundation, fantastic music, addictive loops, and only a few foggy moments that early access will probably clear up, we give it 4 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching. If you want to read our full review of Moonlighter 2, head over to somanygames.co.uk. Join our Discord server to chat with the So Many Games team and like-minded video game fans. You can also join our Patreon for exclusive content. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.